So, what kind of students are you, and what is the reason for your visit in Rotterdam?
We are architect students, and we are like doing our final career trip, and we are going around all the world to know all the architects and the architecture from that we've been studying for years.
We are going to make a top 5 of architectural buildings in Rotterdam according to you.
That's a difficult one.
It's really difficult. This trip is a trip that's being done in Uruguay for more than 80 years. So some of the grandmothers, grandfathers, parents have done the same trip as we did, like architects have done the same trip. The trip that we're doing right now, it's a 7-month-long trip. We've been already for 3 months.
I find it like really interesting how the train is going at the same height that we're going. So the same path that I'm walking in, the train goes by.
What do you think is going to be the top 5 for buildings in Rotterdam?
Well, I think one of them is going to be the Depot. I think it's a great museum and a great archive. It might be my number 1. Then the Marktthal, the Timmerhouse. Okay. Yeah. Then the Cube House, these ones. And then the central stations of Rotterdam. I went there yesterday. It was like really nice.
What stands out to you if you look around the city? When we're not talking about architecture.
The amount of bikes. The amount of bikes that people have, it's crazy.
Is there something in particular that you like about the city or dislike?
Something I like is, for example, the bicycles are really organized here, but I personally don't like when I don't feel there's a lot of history, but because of what happened in the city.
Where does this building rank on the list and why?
Maybe the second.
Yes, second or third place.
Second or third place. It's a building that has residents and markets also. So like it combines like these 2 programs like in a very unique way.
In the list, where would this building be?
I don't know, maybe like it maybe would be part of my top 5. I'm seeing a lot of locals using their computers. Sometimes maybe people say libraries do not work, but here you see more than a library, like a space where communities can join. Like you see kids playing around, walking. Maybe like if I do more than 5, maybe in my 6.
Where does the city remind you of?
Brussels and Brugge. It would be like those cities. Brugge specifically because of like the water and how the water is connected to the city, and also the canals and that follow around the streets.
Where do you put the cube houses in the top 5?
In our top 5, I think it will be maybe number 3 or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's like a really interesting building because it was built in order to be a landmark of Rotterdam and to be like an experimental house. So trying to develop new ways of housing. That's really important for us, the architects, to study.
So now that you're here in Rotterdam, it's time to also try out some typical Rotterdam food. So let's get a Kapsalon and see what you think about it.
Okay, let's go.
Rotterdam, de Kapsalon. Kapsalon. Oh, Kapsalon. Je bent lekker en zo vies in aluminium servies. Kapsalon, je blijft altijd wat ik kies.
And how is it?
It's pretty good. I really like it.
It's very tasty.
Kapsalon, je blijft altijd wat ik kies.